So with the holidays being hard for people who've lost family or friends, how would you encourage them this season?
Well, that's a personal question because my dad in 2010, December 19th, graduated, passed away, went to heaven. And so Christmas is always like, it's my absolute favorite holiday, but it now comes with the last decade, like, wait, why am I sad again going into oh, that's right. So one of the things we've done as a Smith family is made December 19th a special day where I'll certainly talk to my sister, talk to my mom. Chelsea and I will kind of rehearse some wonderful memories about my dad.
With the kids.
And with the kids, and turn it into an opportunity to remember and rehearse the wonderful things that my dad added to our life. That may not be the perfect practice for others. There's no perfect rules for grief. Grief is by nature messy, but it's important to grieve. And by the way, there's no timetable to grieving. So I think some people are like, oh, it's been 10 years, get over it. Well, no, this year being the 10th or the 11th Christmas without my dad, maybe this would be uniquely challenging and then preparing yourself.
Can I interrupt?
I wish you would.
Because that's so true. But I think a lot of sadness around the holidays isn't just around grief or losing somebody. It's actually around a lot of loneliness. A lot of people who feel lonely, you're away from family, you're away from friends, maybe there's friction in your family, you feel like there's broken relationships. And that can be an entirely different kind of grief.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the grief of death, it's the grief of choices and decisions that were made whatever is causing you to be lonely. And so I think there's a lot that can cause heartbreak around the holidays, even though they're beautiful. It feels like everybody else in the world is celebrating and I'm here feeling sad.
And I guess if there's anything we want to say, I say we, so now I'm putting words into my competitor's mouth here.
Which, by the way, your station is much cleaner than mine.
Well, of course it is, babe. Like the whole thing, my whole presentation is cleaner. It's just better. I don't want to get into it right now.
Remains to be
But
seen.
I do want to say to people who are experiencing loss, pain, grief during the holidays that no matter what the culture says, no matter what people around you say, you're not bad, you're not wrong, you're not off for feeling that way. In fact, wrapping your arms around and being willing to say, I'm really sad. This is really hard. This is difficult. It's the kind of community that we want to be a part of and build. And so for everyone going through a difficult time during this holiday season, from the loss of a loved one to feeling alone and isolated, and so many people feel that way right now in the whole wide world, that, hey, it's okay to feel that way. Thanks for being honest about that. And I know at Churchome, we want to let people know we're thinking about them and praying for them during this wonderful festive season, but also sometimes painful and challenging.
Yeah, I heard recently, and I wish I could remember where I heard it, that somebody said if you numb the pain, that means you're also numbing the joy.
Wow.
And I think there's moments where you just feel pain and you need to feel it. And then when you feel the joy, you need to feel it too. And not feel like we need to feel something that we aren't. But don't you think it's so important to bring Jesus into those feelings? Bring Jesus into the pain. Bring Jesus into the joy. And then, just take one step to reach out to community, whether it's at Churchome through Pastor Chat or sending one friend a text or just doing something to get outside of yourself is so important.
I agree. Well said.